Cautiously optimistic at the same time that I'm looking at a larger war on women happening that's inside, outside, wherever, like that's not specific to hip hop. So, I mean, that makes it very difficult for me to think about the possibility of eradicating patriarchy to only be replaced by the user-friendly patriarchy. I don't, or misogyny or any of these other kinds of spaces. But from a gender and sexual politics kind of space, I am encouraged by what technology can afford in certain ways, but I still think there's even, we often talk about a race divide within digital technology, to not necessarily a gender and sexuality divide, that who's given access to certain technologies, who's trained to use certain technologies to produce music. Why don't we think about a number of female producers, who's being mentored by certain people to become producers, because there is this exchange that happens that tends to happen along particular gender identity lines. But I'm also encouraged by the space when we see that hip hop remains a space in which marginalized in various locations, translocally and transglobally, emerge in the space of what I've seen from trans identity hip hop, from queer hip hop artists, from artists who are coming from spaces that push not only our boundaries of thinking about race and class, but also really force us to think very differently about gender and sexuality and the possibility of sexual politics being really uniquely embraced and a politics of pleasure being embraced through the site of hip hop as well. So I do see that possibility.